So you got yourself an RGB keyboard, you're ready to play games, you love this keyboard to death, and you think, wow, how can I go a step further from RGB keyboard with cherry reds on here? How can I go further? There is a way. With the Whirlwind FX Element Keyboard. The thing about this one is what's different about everything is the software. The software is what makes this keyboard different. Now, the software is so brand new, it does have a little bit of issues with it, but when you do it, when it does work correctly, it works beautiful. For instance, if you're playing Doom, it interacts with everything. And how you're asking, how does it interact? Well, I'll tell you how it does it. It takes the image of a display, puts it into the software, and makes it a pixelated image. And that pixelated image then, therefore, goes down to the keyboard, which inputs the image behind the keycaps on the keyboard. So as you're playing the game, you'll see the shadows of the character as you're walking. The fire will actually come up off the keyboard. You see flames kind of coming up with Doom. And there are other games that work with this too. Fortnite, PUBG. There are a couple other games which I didn't really get into right away when I saw this in display. But when the PUBG was playing, the circle, when you're playing, when the circle gets closer, the blue circle on the keyboard gets closer on you as you play. So it's really cool when it does that because it will start lighting up behind here and it's a completely different element when it's lit up on the game on PUBG, Fortnite, or Doom. So it'll come up different when it's playing the game. So it'll start like putting the image there. But when the game is done, it goes to the main menu. A lot of times it'll go back to the regular RGB effect. Now the software is brand new, so there is some flaws with it. There are some points when I did play the Doom that the keyboard actually just stopped. It was stuck on a flame. I was permanently burning on the keyboard. I was just dying on the keyboard. I don't know why. But that's only because the software is so brand new. You can't judge the software yet. They're still working on it. All right. It does come with a short braided cable. It's not that long, but it's very thick though. It is very bright. It's very tactile with the touches here. It's very loud in my opinion, but maybe it's because I don't use it that often. It's still brandy new that you're gonna have a loud click. My only issue with the keyboard that I faced was I felt the keycaps, they're a little too glossy. Like I feel like as you play it, it's going to probably wear out a little bit, but right now it's like a gloss pitcher. Like you slide on it, it's very slippery. Which makes me want to, upgrade to the other keycaps. If you go onto the website for Whirlwind FX, you can buy the other keycaps. You can buy these keycaps, or you can buy pudding caps, or you can buy white caps. Now, what's the difference? Pudding caps are white in the bottom, black on the top, and then the white caps are black on the bottom and white on the top. So, what's your poison? Your choice. I prefer, for this one, probably the white caps, because the light will show up perfectly and the image come out good. And you're probably thinking, what if I don't play games? Well, this interacts with music, interacts with movies, interacts with pretty much anything that makes noise.
Okay, enough of that. Let's get down to actually what this thing's actually about. And this keyboard, yeah. It's a nice keyboard. I like it, somewhat. I played around with it for a few days. But what Ben's saying, yeah, no. If you're a gamer, don't buy that thing. For one, you want to use those light caps, those pudding key caps, yeah, they're great and all. To get that image onto your keyboard, well, you're not going to see them unless you use the actual clear pudding caps. That seems like when I've looked on the internet, they only sell. You're not going to find them too easy. And that's the only way to actually get the benefit of that keyboard. Not to mention, that's the only benefit you get from that keyboard. That thing has probably lower latency than the worst $30 keyboard on Amazon right now. I know, because I have it. So, I recommend, yes, if you like the gimmick and you really think that they're going to improve in the future, yes, get this keyboard. It might be really, really good in the future. But as of right now, no, it's a fancy gimmick that's not going to get you anywhere, especially if you're a hardcore gamer. If you're just a person who's buying this because you work from home, you do a lot of typing and a lot of basically just office work on your computer and you want a nice fancy keyboard, sure, go for it. You ain't gonna get anything more or less out of it than you would normally. But if you're a gamer, no. And that's the thing. This thing is clearly marketed toward gamers. I recommend don't check this keyboard out. There's plenty of other keyboards out there that work way, way better, that are literally a quarter of the price, and you can do so much more with them. And you can also go ahead and put the pudding keycaps on them as well. And you can get the cheaper ones as also. The ones that only cost like 15, 20 bucks. Where these light caps, which are just pudding caps with clear tops, are 40 bucks. Which I'm not sure why they're charging that much, it's just a pudding cap. So yeah, I think this company has potential, but as of right now, it's a no buy. So
Be sure to like the video, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, follow social media, and let us know how we're doing our videos. And any suggestions, put it down below. This has been getTekt with a review.